Welcome back to part 2 of New Super Mario Bros. DS. Remember back when this was actually new? Yeah, well, me neither, because I wasn't even conscious of existence when this game came out. What was I? I was 5 years old. You know what's crazy? It's so fucking weird to think that this game came out the same year as Sonic 06. It came out a year after Sonic Rush. It came out the same year as Need for Speed Carbon. It came out the same year as... it came out 2 years after GTA San Andreas. It came out the same year as Call of Duty Free. It's so strange because this feels a million times fresher than... Well, okay, Sonic Rush still feels pretty damn fresh, to be honest. That game's style is just, you know, amazing. But still, it's like... It's crazy how well this game's held up. It has so much polish and visual charm. I mean, yeah, sure, it's a... I guess some people would call it a second generation of, like, DS games. Because the thing I've noticed is some people will refer to... Like, well, they will use sub-generations for, like a game released on a system, and it was, like, a year into the system's lifespan, 2 years into the system's lifespan, maybe, you know, so it's like they'll call it a first, second, third gen. So this is, like, I guess, a second-gen game for the system, but in reality, it's a 7th-generation game, all things considered, you know. That's the weird thing about the DS, though, that it, like, existed... Wait, which one? Oh, I got them all, nice. That it came out in, like, 2004, right? Which was around almost the end of the 6th generation, but it remained throughout the 7th generation. It was kind of odd, you know, that's the thing about the DS and the PSP. It's like they were handhelds that were clearly from a different time, but they had games from another time on them. Weird, I know, okay, whatever, let's just beat this level and continue.
So nice! Here I go.
Did you notice that cannon on the overworld? Gotta make sure I show that. Yeah, I think the game does kind of have that thing that the future games do, where sometimes you can use the cannon to warp around the stages, around the worlds. Because I'm gonna try and get to every single world we possibly can. Again, this game is very segmented, very replay happy, very replay-able, you know? So you can just go back and do a different level if you want to, meaning that this is going to be one of the star coins, meaning that I can just go back and get anything I might have missed, you know? And I love that. I don't like games where that's not a possibility. I like everything to be very selectable, very spliced up into pieces, you know? Because it makes the whole experience feel more revisitable. I mean, yeah, sure, you can, like, maybe make a bunch of separate save slots or whatever in a game with, like, manual saving that's just one continuous adventure, but... that just sounds like a hassle, you know? It's why I don't replay those kind of games very often, or I just straight up never play them. So, like, even like the God of War games, or at least the ones that I've played, like, I've played the PSP one, and that one too, it's not split up into levels or anything. I mean, it's a God of War game, why would it be? So, instead, it's just this one linear adventure, which is totally fine. It's just that, what if I want to replay this one particular part of the level, and it's like, damn, I have to find a save file of that, or... You know, like, or hope that I made my own, or whatever it might be, or just replay the whole game. And I get that it's just a matter of pacing and structure. I understand. But it's just, that's what I'm used to. That's what I grew up with, you know? Games that are very segmented in that way. And I can't imagine fully, wholeheartedly enjoying a game that isn't structured in... Oh, fuck. Is that gonna kill... Okay. You get invincibility frames. That's nice. Like, I'm always gonna have that in the back of my mind. I wish I could go back to this one particular section. And yeah, sure, when I'm playing the game like this, I could always save on a particular save slot, and just like, okay, that's the save slot for me to play that one particular part, but, you know, you only have so many slots, and a game can have many, many great moments that you want to revisit individually, so it's a structural thing. So that's why I love games like this, where you just have levels that are split up into their own little pieces, and you can just do everything the way you wish.
So nice! Here I go.
Was this the one that... Oh no, this one goes underground. I think this might be one of the different ones thematically. Let's find out. Yep, this is one of those weird, like, sewage tube type levels. Like, look, Mario's... Is this the first time Mario's ever genuinely been in, like, a sewer system? You know? Like the place where you'd expect like plumbing to be. Okay, I know plumbers don't actually do that. You have separate people for that in the real world. But still, it's like, yeah. Look, this might be the. Oh no, hold on. No, I think we might be able to make it back up there because I'm pretty sure there's another star coin. It's not here though. No. Look at those. They're 3D. Again, just the way this game presents itself is just so appealing to me for some reason, you know? And it's a really fantastic looking game on the whole. Okay, I know what I'm gonna have to do here. I could actually use this and then take them out. Let's try that. Alright, let's go like this. And use a little bit of momentum we have to... Oh, fuck off. Alright, whatever. Let's just go ahead and grab that coin either way. And, I think, yeah, we only have one more left, but it's later on in the stage, so we're good in that regard. We got a little checkpoint. I like how the checkpoints just kind of appear naturally. They're not in the levels. They could have been. It would have been fine. In fact, they become like that later on, but it's interesting that they decided to do it that way. Like, why? What made them was it the polygon counts? I mean, they could have just made it a 2D sprite. Clearly, the DS has no problem with sprites, you know, and even with models. Like, there's actually a lot of fully 3D games which run really, very, very well on the DS. Like, for example, well, yeah, obviously, New Super Mario Bros. DS. There was Sonic and Sega All-Stars Racing on the... Dude, that game ran freaking at 60 FPS. I'm not even kidding. On the DS. Also, there was like Metroid Prime Hunters, and also there was Mario Kart DS. There's plenty of games. Like, really, the DS was no stranger to polygons. I do ultimately think that just the form factor of a handheld makes more sense in my head for 2D games. Oh, you motherfucker. I'm gonna have to... Okay, well, I'll see you guys when I get the final collectible a little bit later on.
So nice.
Admittedly, that alternate ending did allow me to unlock this special little level, and what the hell is that thing on the bottom? That thing is horrifying. I don't remember that from the game when I was a kid. I mean, from the playthroughs that I watched, which might not have been 100% back then, so, oh, boy. Alright, my ears just popped all weird. You know when that happens? And, like, everything just feels strange for the next few seconds? That's fun. Oh, man, but either way... I really have to apologize for that, but really, that's just how things work out here. So where was I? Yeah, so I went back and collected the final star coin. It wasn't too difficult. In fact, I'm kind of worried now that this one might be a little bit more of a hassle to get. Let's see, we got a fire flower. Love that. So look at that. Everything blends in so perfectly, like that rotating platform. Look at it. It's totally seamless, you know? They did a really good job, like, combining... I think it's to do with the lighting, because the lighting is just very even across all of the environments. You know, with some games, it's like, it becomes pretty obvious when something isn't actually there, or when it is actually there, you know? Whereas here, everything's just really smooth. Like, for the longest time, I used to think that everything was 3D, but it's not. It's just Mario, and, okay, that fish is obviously 3D as well. But, like, the enemies... Oh, okay, there it is. How are we gonna get that? And watch, that's gonna be like the third one. I bet I've missed it already, like the second one. Oh, fuck, how am I gonna get that? Like, seriously, how am I supposed to... Oh, I know how to do it. Okay. Brain blast, here we go. So what you do is, you do this, and then you glide like fucking Luigi in Mario 64 DS, very carefully like this. And take a fucking hit from the Nightmare Fish. And now... Oh, I suspect that the last one might be up there. I bet they would do that. That seems like the kind of dick move they would do, which means now... Well, it's not really a dick move. It's totally fair challenge, which means now I have to very carefully navigate around to... Oh, I see. That's why they put the fucking Koopa there. That's why they put the Koopa. So now I have to use the Koopa to fucking... I like pronouncing it weird because, like, in the level select for Mario 64, it says Koopa instead of Koopa. And I find that funny. I bet that's where it is. I mean, I've saved the state before... Oh, nope. That's exactly where it is. So we don't even have to load it. That's nice. Pipes, a convenient way to connect level set pieces without actually having them needing for them to connect. And that was it. That was a fun little bit. Oh, shit. Time limit. I completely forgot about that.
So nice.
Alright, it seems that we've unlocked this cannon. Here's what I'm gonna do. Instead of using jump cut editing, I just saved the state. Let's activate the cannon. Oh, you can move the camera around. Let's activate the cannon and see where it takes me, alright? And then we'll just load back up because I want to finish the desert world as it is. Where is this going to take me? World 5. So we can skip all the way across to World 5. Well, we're not doing that now. Although, is World 5 one? No, World 5 is one of those worlds you visit, like, regardless. It's on the set path. So I don't have to, I'm not going to have to, like, go back to that or anything. I can just completely ignore that. And we can just keep moving through the, the predetermined order of stages. I believe this is the one that had the bulge gimmick. So basically, whoop, and it bulges out like that. Which is pretty deceptive, you see, because later on in the level, they're going to put a couple of those switches, but you don't want to be hitting them, alright? You'll see why. So anyway, what was I talking about when it came to the level design? Yeah, okay, so the level design in this game is very solid, right? I mean, again, I don't have the strongest understanding of what genuinely makes great level design. I do know what makes bad level design. It's when it pisses me off, I guess, which isn't necessarily a great criteria because that's so heavily subjective. But you can spot it when it's bad. Like, there's nothing really wrong with level design. It's just a little bit uninspired and tired because as long as it doesn't actively get in the way of your enjoyment and as long as it still has enough creative sections. And that Koopa is suicidal. Have I mentioned how much I love that weird, like, crunching noise that comes out of the piranha plants in this game? Like, what's up with that? It's like the best iteration of that sound effect. You know, like, I just can't get enough of listening to that shit. It's like ASMR, but, like, actually good. Okay, let's see. I think this might be... Wait, no, hold on. Be careful with those because they come out even when you're near them, which was something I think was taken from... What was it? Lost Levels, like Mario 2, but, like, not actually Mario 2, but it was actually Mario 2. You know what I'm talking about. So I think we have the next star coin and... Oh no, it's just a shortcut. No, wait, I recognize this section. I know what to do. Okay, let's go. Here's what we gotta do. We have to ignore that switch, you see? Very clever. You ignore it and that's... the second one. Oh, thank God. Okay, that means that... Because they usually place them in order, which means that now I can just go ahead and get the third one somewhere along this path. Let's see where it is. I think it's actually... somewhere down here. I swear I remember it being, which doesn't really make sense considering what I just said, that they would be in order, but oh, no. Okay, we're just going back at this point. And you know, actually, I think this is my favorite looking version of the sand motif. I like how it's so hot. So much more orange and, like, reddish compared to, because they make it a little more yellow in future games. And, like, that's fine, too. But I don't know, I like the implication of heat here. Like, the desert levels never really felt hot in the future games. They just kind of felt yellow. But they didn't feel hot, you know? Whereas here, it's like, okay, yeah, this is actually warm. I don't know. Does it sound like I'm trying... Does it sound like I'm trying too hard to make it seem like this is my favorite? Because it is my favorite one, just straight up. Maybe I have actually a little bit more nostalgia with the Wii one, because I watched so many fucking playthroughs of that shit. I remember there was this one channel, they were playing multiplayer, and I guess they didn't understand gaming terminology or something, because they would call the items, they just called them stuff. Just, look, we got stuff, you know? Not items, like... items, the way you'd normally call them in a... Nope, that's not happening. The way you'd normally call them in any video game, you know? Shut up. Every fucking modern game, like, lets you just reload whatever, so I don't... And even older games, I mean, it's been a standard since first-person shooters since forever, so... whatever, doesn't matter. I've done enough justifying that shit back in my Forsaken... I can't believe it's been so long since I last did that. And as far as you guys are concerned... It must have been... Well, how long do you think it would have been since the Forsaken playthrough? Doesn't matter. That was the first one, and looking back, it's a little bit cringe. Not like these ones are, like, amazing, because I still don't really like the sound of my voice recorded this way, but at the same time, it's like, what else am I supposed to do? Fucking pitch shift it or put on a stupid voice? It's like, no, of course not. You know, actually, some people do that. There's this one YouTuber who, I only know him because of his review of Emperor Battle for June, which is quite good. And he did this really weird, like, okay, so you know, like, Need for Speed Hot Pursuit 2, you know, Hot Action Cop, you know, that shit, the song that's about eating pussy, but, like, they censored the fuck out of it, so it doesn't sound like it's about eating pussy anymore. Yeah, that one. Well, basically, he did the whole video in a voice similar to that. Like, it sounded like just the Hot Action Cop guys talking about the game. It was so fucking bizarre. And a lot of people had, you know, things to say about that. I think it was fun. Like, maybe he's also not very confident in the natural sound of his voice. But, I don't know. I'm not about to go that far, but I think it's a fun gimmick. And, I don't know, I haven't really been keeping track of his content, to be honest. Maybe, does he still do that? I don't even know. Like, you probably don't know who I'm talking about because it wasn't a super popular video or anything. Oh no, wait, don't tell me this is going to force me to miss one of the... No, that would not be good design. They would make it so you can get all of them in one fell swoop. At least, you think they would, right? But yeah, this is the kind of game that just makes me feel that I'm insane, and I'm like the only person who seems to think that Mario just lives and breathes 2D platforming. I've just never been super into the 3D ones. Let's go down here. There's gotta be... like, something down here, right? I mean, I've saved the state so I can just go back, but... No, wait, hold on. Oh, was I supposed to go back? No, because there's a spring. Okay, let's reload that. But yeah, it's just like how I'm a plebeian who thinks Sonic is better in 3D than in 2D, although 2D Sonic is still fun. I'm also the fucking, I guess, heretic who... I love that game, by the way. I didn't get... Are you fucking kidding me? Alright, we're going to be coming back here. I'm not going to force you guys to watch that, but yeah, but anyway, I feel that just Mario is so much more, just so much tighter, so much better design and more fun to play in 2D. And before you say, well, then you must love 3D Land and 3D World, actually, no. I mean, yes, those games are designed very much like a 2D Mario game, but at the same time, there's something about, like, their camera angles and their level design that feels... just kind of, like, I'd rather it be more like the other games. I mean, I guess the closest one you can get to being, like, a good combination of the structure of the 2D games with the spectacle of the 3D ones would be Mario Galaxy. Technically, because Mario Galaxy is a little more linear. I don't know what fucking tangent I'm going on, but we're not going to move on to this just... I mean, you guys are going to see me move on immediately to this next level. I am going to go ahead and collect those last 2 coins, and then I'll come back and catch you guys with that next stage, alright? So, see you in a few seconds. Alright, I got all the collectibles back, so let me get back on my little tangent, alright? Because, fuck it, I haven't dug my reputation deep. I have no reputation, but, like, I haven't dug this series far enough into the ground, so I will never understand... some people's, like, I guess, it's a kind of an outdated idea, to be honest. Not that many people think this way anymore. That's such a cool effect. The fact that he becomes 3D like that, it's really sick. But anyway, not that many people think this way anymore, but it used to be very common. And it's the fact that, like, oh, you know, Sonic Adventure was, oh, so different. It's no longer Sonic anymore. And I'll never understand that because, well... Okay, look at it this way, right? The classic Sonic games, what are they? They are linear, mostly, stage-based challenge platformers. What the hell is Sonic Adventure 1? It's a linear, stage-based challenge platformer. Except that also has some alternate game modes, which are also linear, and not all of them are platforming, that's true, but... well, they're secondary to Sonic's playstyle, you know? Now, I think some of the complaints are also regarding the level design, because it became a lot more straightforward and linear. That's true, actually. You won't see quite as many alternate pathways in an Adventure 1 or 2 stage, or any, like, really up until, like, maybe, like, Generations, and maybe Color, no, definitely Generations, though, that one stepped it up with the alternate pathways, and so did Shadow Generations as well. You know, like, both the Generations games have a very high standard of alternate pathways and, you know, plenty of ways to go about completing the stage, right? Let's see if I can, They're probably going to want me to ride one of those all the way up there to get the star coin. But yeah, it's just that in my head it's the same thing. Like, yes, you could totally accuse something like Sonic 3D Blast of being like an imposter. I get that, you know? Because 3D Blast is he going to do it? Oh, you dick. Just fucking jump. I guess not. Because that game is like a weird hybrid stage-based but also collectathon, and it just doesn't really... Come on, we can fucking fast forward through this shit. And it's just kind of bizarre, you know? I've never liked that game. Even with the director's cut, it just feels awkward to play. You know, I don't really know what they were trying to go for, because it doesn't really... It's not fun to play as a stage-based game and it's not great to play as a Collect-a-thon, like, not stage, I mean, it is stage-based, but, like, there's no platforming challenge, except when there is platforming and it's not challenging, it's just stupid and annoying, you know? So I get it with that game, but a lot of the criticism tends to be directed towards, like, the adventure era games, which I just don't get. Because with Mario, that's what, like, I enjoy a linear challenge-based platformer, and Mario in 2D is pretty much always that. You know, the classics, this, the future games in the series, also Mario Wonder. Again, 3D World and 3D Land, those games actually kind of brought that back with their own spin, and Mario Galaxy 1 and 2 are definitely closer to that philosophy than 64 and Sunshine, absolutely. But I've just never been able to get into those. Okay, what am I supposed to do here? I know, I have to ride this dude, right? Can I just kill the fire? Yeah, literally fight fire with fire. Oh, it doesn't work. Does it not work? It doesn't work anymore. Damn it. Did it ever work, though? That's the question. Just fucking jump, one of you. You guys are, these guys are such a cool graphical effect, but at the same time, I just need them to jump, because I know that there's gotta be something. Oh, I fucking knew it. I knew it's up there. How am I gonna get it, though? You. Jump up there. Come on, please. No, don't fall off, you moron. No. Oh, God, I hate that so much, having to rely on janky AI to fucking, to get a collectible while getting attacked. That is, okay. This might be the first skip, like the first collectible we skip, because, oh God, I see it, it's right there, but I just can't grab it because of stupid reasons, you know? Like, that doesn't feel fair, that doesn't feel like good design. It's just kind of like, okay, and I understand that I'm probably just biased because, oh, well, you're playing as Mario and not Sonic, so the criticism is valid. Well, no. If this happened in a Sonic game, well, it wouldn't, because I could probably just, well, it depends. If it were a 2D Sonic game, Tails could just fly up there, to be fair. If it were a 3D one, and something similar happened, then it would be a problem. It doesn't matter who it is, you know? I'm not gonna be fucking lenient just because it's one guy or the other. Because, you know, yeah, biases exist, but come on, please, just jump. Is there any reliable way to make these fuckers jump? Oh, screw it. Okay, you saw where the collectible is. Let's just pretend I have it, alright? Let's go and just keep moving through. Ooh, Boomerang Bro. I thought those guys were introduced later on in the series. How do I get up there? There's gotta be something up there, right? I bet that when I go through this pipe, it'll just take me to the end of the level. Correct? Absolutely, yeah. So, oh, wait a second. Oh, you see that right there? What am I supposed to do about that? I can't stomp this. Maybe I have to get him to go over? No, he's just here for the sake of this. Alright, well, I guess I'm coming back to this level as well.
So nice. Here I go.
Turns out getting those star coins really wasn't that difficult, to be perfectly honest. All it involved was a P-switch and a little bit of, what I call intended clipping. Like, it looks like you're clipping through the level, but in reality, that's how it was designed, you know, on purpose. And here we have an auto-scrolling level. There's not that many of them in this game, but, yeah, I don't know. Not really the most replayable things in the world. You just kind of sit on the platform. It's like Rainbow Ride, or yeah, it is Rainbow Ride. I can't believe I finally started calling Rainbow Road and Rainbow Ride correctly, like respectively, you know? I used to just call the fucking Mario 64 stage just Rainbow Road anyway, even though it's not what it is. It's Rainbow Ride. That's how it works. Oh fuck, I'm gonna take damage here. And of course I don't have the Firefly. Actually, I might be able to do one of these and give it to me. There you go. And we got the, I hope that's the first one. God, I better be the first one. Is it? Yes, it is the first one. Cool. I hope I'm not giving anyone, like, problems with, like, you know, I don't trigger anything, like, within your head or something when I do this very quickly. Because I know that can be a problem. Like, maybe I should dim the screen when I do that or something. I don't know. Let me know. I'm assuming anyone even leaves comments on this. But still, I am very conscious of this. Ever since, like, it's really weird. I've been very, very much conscious of, like, people with problems like that. Mainly because I've known quite a few in my life. But, a life of all of... A grand total of like 20 years, like really, not that many. But anyway, the point is, yeah, I'm very aware of that kind of stuff, to the point where I remember, like, even in my earliest fucking playthroughs, before I even had, like, direct screen capture, I would put, like, I did a video on AudioSurf 2 when I was just a little kid using my fucking dad's camera to film my screen. I know I was aware of capture, but my PC wasn't good enough to record while playing the game, but playing the game on its own was fine, so I just did that. And I put like an epilepsy warning at the start, you know, because the game's very colorful. Which is funny because it's like, with the way I captured it, with quotation marks, it's like most of the color didn't even come through, so it doesn't even matter, but still. So it's interesting that that's one aspect of my videos that hasn't really changed, the fact that I'm very aware of such things, so maybe I should just be slower with my transitions. I should go like this and let it on screen for a little longer so you can adjust. I don't know.
In I go.
And we're off to the last Bowser stage of this world, or the last, I guess, castle level. I don't know why I call them Bowser levels, because I'm pretty sure we don't even fight Bowser at the end of this, to be honest. But, yeah, I noticed on the world map that it's gonna split off into a different pathway depending on how I beat this. So here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna play through world free as we normally do, and then I'll come back, because again, you can do that in this game, and I love that about it. I'll just come back and, you know, fucking, oh god, stop not knowing how to speak, you moron. But we're just gonna go back and beat this level. I think I have to use the mini mushroom to be able to basically sneak underneath and get to that, like, alternate world. For fuck's sake, am I even trying anymore? I am. That's the sad part, the scary part, that I am genuinely trying my absolute hardest to play this game as well as I can. And I suck so bad. It's just, what the fuck? Okay, hold on, that wasn't my fault. The game implies that the trajectory of the ball kind of goes over you, or at least it seems like it would. So I just kind of stood there thinking, okay, that's the strategy, that's what I have to do. See, with this ball, it's pretty fucking obvious that it falls directly and I died again. Alright, take 3. Now I'm back to Mega Super Mario. I don't ask how. I loaded the state, obviously, because fuck it, I don't care. This is a game with lives. Ew, lives. Who gives a shit? 21 of those? Nah, it's gonna be a million by the time I'm done, because I'm not gonna die ever. I mean, I will die many times, absolutely, but none of it will count, and you're not gonna tell anyone about it, except for you and me, which, funnily enough, will probably be not many people, because I'm very pessimistic, and that is fine. It's good to have realistic expectations, you know? So, what the fuck am I talking about? Oh yeah, so this level introduces the rolling balls, which I think... Do they even come back in any of the main stages? I'm not sure. Hold on. There's gonna be... Oh no, I can just kind of sneak right under this one. There you go. I like how they're also rendered in 3D, right? They were very selective of what they rendered in real time to keep that frame rate up. But fuck... God damn it. And I respect that. This game, you're only gonna see it at 30 because I'm recording this, but it is running at 60 FPS, and it's really, really nice, you know? And it is honestly one of the most appealing games visually on the DS. And you know what's really weird? We're in a castle level, we got the castle music, but listen, it's like, I mean, like, we're outside. Isn't that strange? This feels like, okay, wasn't it Mario 2, like Lost Levels, that one, that had like these Bowser levels that were like not really Bowser levels, that were like set outside and stuff? It's so strange. Also, it's interesting, the music here overwrites the little, you know, jingle that plays when you... Oh wait, unless that's just... It's gonna be like that forever. So it's not actually a time thing. That's a possibility. Okay, so how do we do this? Well, simple. We're just gonna wall jump on... Nope. Okay, maybe not. Because I can't just jump over it, right? I gotta figure this out. There you go, like this. Except I gotta run under it now to... Oh no, hold on. Look, they're implying that I should have the mini mushroom. And you motherfuckers, no, you can't do that. Okay, well, I guess I'm gonna get that way later on when I've, you know, gone back to this level in order to unlock world, well, I think it's world free, actually. No, world 4. World free is what we're gonna do right now. Not right now, but like in the next part. There you are, Bowser. Who are we fighting this time? It's, what the fuck? It's like a mummy dude. It's mummy caterpillar, whatever. What was his name anyway? Pokey. I think Pokey was his name. We gotta fucking do that. Wow, very difficult fight. I like how Mario's head tracks the boss. You know, like, hold on. I could totally fucking nail it. There you go. Boom. I knew it. Enough trial and error, you can get it. Oh, wow, that was easy. I mean, of course it's easy because I use save states, but I mean, even still, it was a very simple concept. I mean, that's generally how Mario bosses go. They're very simple in concept, sometimes a little more difficult in execution. There it is. That's the alternate pathway. So we're going to have to come back. But that'll happen quite a bit later, but the game lets you do that, so I will have no problem just going back and recompleting this stage with a mini mushroom when I acquire one at some point. Probably just earlier on in the game, because there are some levels that just give you one every time. And we're not going to save because we don't need to, because I can just go, there you go, like that, because that's how you do. And that's going to do it for part 2 of New Super Mario Bros. DS, and next time we're going to be tackling World Free in part 3, of New Super Mario Bros. DS. So we'll see you guys next time.